Our next workshop is going to be making a cutting board. This is a little bit different than the last cutting board that we made in the fact that we're going to cut it out from a template. We glue it up, use the bandsaw, use a router table, a drum sander, and a drill press. We start out with these three pieces of wood, probably going to be two light, one dark, with some contrasting colors. We glue those up, just edge glue them. We run it through the drum sander to get the glue and the surface of the boards flat. We use a template. This is a fish is what we're going to use in here, a fish for the cutting board. And we take a Sharpie and mark around the template on the board, as you can see here. And then we go to the bandsaw and we cut as close to that thick line as we can. We cut as much waste off as we can so it'll do a better job on the router table. Then we take the template, we double-side sticky tape that to the workpiece, and then we go to the router table. This is a picture of the router bit that we use. It's got a top and a bottom bearing bit, and you can see the flutes in this are cut at an angle, so it gives the edge of the wood a nice clean cut. This is what it looks like. We're using the top bearing. In this case, we're using the bearing that shows here happens to be on the top of the router table. It's actually the bottom bearing bit on a router bit. And we just ride the bearing against the template and clean up the edge of the workpiece. This is what it looks like after we ran it through using the template on the router table. And then we just go to the drill press and cut a hole for the eye in this case. And then we take it back to another router table and actually use a roundover bit to soften up the edges. This is what it looks like. You can see the edges are rounded over here, and then we just do a little bit of a quick sanding just to get it to a higher grit, somewhere between 220 and 400 grit, just to clean up the surface of it a little bit more. We put some butcher block oil on it. The butcher block got some mineral spirits in it, so it penetrates it. It also, this particular Howard's butcher block has an antibacterial product that's in it, along with some wax to keep it sealed. This is a couple of them just finished up, a couple different templates. This is a curly red oak and just cherry. So come to the Woodcraft store, make a cutting board. If for some reason you can't make it, tell your friends and neighbors, tell them to come to the store. People who are interested in getting into woodworking, this is a good start for that. It's just a fun time to come into the Woodcraft store.